Welcome back to another exciting episode of TechUOut. My name is Emanuel I'm here with Tony. Tony, what are we going to be talking about today?
We're talking actually about a variety of things. Most of it is the different shows that we provide on our local Channel 2.
Okay, Channel 2, something I'm well aware of since I kind of work in that department.
Kind of your job.
So the first thing that we kind of want to talk about is church services. We make it available on Channel 2 to any church that wants to send us their footage to rebroadcast it. Mm-hmm. We're here at Victory Center, actually in the TV room, which I spend quite a bit of my Sundays here. I'm one of the many directors and camera people that help out and volunteer at the church, and we produce it. We're here, and I'll tell you a little bit about kind of what we do. We have a TriCaster 40, and we got the switcher, and I'll kind of go into more details here in a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty fun, if that's a word I can use here. It's fun because we got 3 cameras, and we have the capability of doing 4 cameras, which I think we're going to add another 4th camera here pretty quick.
Yeah.
And maybe get some more crowd shots, because it's interesting. Like, being a director, you're filming and you want people to be just focused, and just do quick cuts and fades and just interaction of all 3 cameras. And we actually have it tied into our computer downstairs in the main sanctuary. And basically what we use that for is our media shout. So like if they have words or something that need to be up on the screens, we can run all that from up here. And they run the media shout down there, but we're able to put that on TV. And a lot of times what we've been doing is, which is cool, we use kind of a green screen effect on the words. And we'll have the green background with the words, and we're able to take out the green screen. We actually, a little button right here is you just click this middle one, and it's green screen, kind of makes sense. And it makes that green transparent.
Right.
So we're able to have the words plus the actual cameras up there. And I think it's kind of a neat effect.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you showed me it last time we were over here, and it was pretty cool. I was impressed. And if there's any churches out there who are interested in sending your services into PTCI to air, don't be intimidated. You don't need all of this stuff.
But it's fun.
But it's fun, and it is nice, but we don't require that.
There is other things you can use. I got an old switcher right here, and its capability of doing 4 cameras and has, some buttons for transitions and things like that. I recommend getting something kind of a setup like this, and it's a lot cheaper than you think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other equipment that we do have, because we do broadcast, and we broadcast live and do stuff like that. But it's a good starter pack, but there's things that you can start off before that, really. But I really do like the TriCaster 40. It's a new tech product, and it's been good. It's been good to me, and I've been volunteering here at the church for about all my life, really. But
you're youth pastor, right?
I'm the youth pastor here at Victory Center. Probably about 20 years I've been involved in the TV ministry. And I know I look young. I started off pretty young, actually. But that's kind of what you do when you're at a church. You volunteer and you help out. And I'm excited to be a part of our program here. And we recommend any of the churches, get plugged into your local church. You can just start filming and send us your footage at PTCI. And we got, how many churches do we have?
We've probably got 6 or 7 that we air different broadcasts from.
Yeah, I'd say that's
Something
pretty
like
close.
That. I know anywhere from Beaver to Hooker to Guyman.
Yeah, all over our coverage area. We rebroadcast your stuff at PTCI, and I know my local church, we rebroadcast ours, and I'm thankful for that, because it gives people more opportunity to see your service.
Right.
And
we air those all day Sunday.
All day Sunday, yep. So if you miss one of the weeks, just tune in, Channel 2, and you'll be able to catch right back up. I think we go about a week behind. Like you have Sunday service, and then the next week we rebroadcast it.
Yeah. But it's a good way, because, even though they are a week behind, they're still in order. So if you start watching, you're going to continue on with the message.
Yeah. It's a good way to stay hooked up. Another thing that we do as PTCI is we have a lot of PR events. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the events that you help out with filming?
Yeah.
And I can talk about some of the things that I do, because we do more than just filming. We go out and we make hamburgers, make hot dogs. Big thing that we did last week, big thing was sausage on a stick. So you want to tell me a little bit about what you do?
Well, you're more of the guy that goes out and cooks and stuff. I know I'll be at the Hooker Car Show September 12th, and we'll be interviewing some people about their cars, and there's always a really good turnout. I think there was around 200 cars last time or so.
Yeah, it's
something
pretty
like
good
that.
turnout, yeah.
And so that's always really fun. It'll be my second year doing the Hooker Car Show. We do some parades. I know you were in Perryton last week, and I think you guys filmed the Wheat Heart celebration parade.
Yeah, we did the Perryton parade there, and it was good. It was a good parade. It was, I believe, it was about an hour and 5 to 10 minutes in length, which is really a pretty good parade.
Yeah.
A lot of bands, a lot of school bands. It was cool. I enjoyed it. It was beautiful weather.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful
it
weather.
It wasn't near as hot as it has been previous years.
Yes, it was beautiful. Couldn't ask for better weather. It was nice.
Yeah, and I know eventually, I mean, football season's coming up, and I know we usually do some stuff for Guyman Homecoming.
Yeah, we got homecoming, a couple of tailgate parties that we do. I believe Spearman and Booker, we do a tailgate party there. Pass out some food. I think one of them we do food, one of them we just pass out gifts. A bunch of stuff like that. The homecomings here in Guyman,
It's big.
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. And I know we played Liberal last homecoming, I believe.
Yeah.
And I filmed that football game, and there's a lot of people that got pretty excited, especially the beginning of that game. So we're scoring.
It's a pretty good crowd that showed up to homecoming,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. I actually I filmed some events that our PR was doing over, beside the football field, and then I had to go get my equipment over there, and there's so many people I could hardly get over there in time, and so that kind of tells you how busy it was.
Yeah, it's a big event. A lot of people out there for the homecoming, which come out this year. Homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
We like to see people out there at the different events, especially as the PR department. That's the department that we work in, and we like to see people out there. And it's really good because, like in this Perryton one that we did with sausage on a stick, we cooked roughly about 1,000 sausage on a stick.
Yeah, there's a lot.
we ran out.
Really?
Yeah, we ran out, and a lot of people. It was awesome. A lot of little kids running around, having a good time. Makes a fun day.
Oh yeah. Definitely, and we've got football coming up, which we do cover a lot of local games. Not just Guyman. Hooker, Tyrone, Texoma, all over.
Yeah, I live in Goodwell. I believe Goodwell and Texoma are
teaming up.
And so just a lot of different games, a lot of schools, and so continue to watch Channel 2, watch some of those shows. Some other PR events we do is like fairs.
Yeah.
We do quite a bit of fairs in the different communities. Have you ever helped out with one of those fairs?
I went over and I filmed one of my shows, OSU Extension Monthly, over at the fair in Guyman a little while back.
Okay.
As far as the other fairs, I've gone to the Spearman fair.
Yeah.
Before, and but generally I don't go to too many of them.
You're more on the filming crew. I'm kind of in both departments, so I can talk about the fairs a little bit. We got Beaver and Boise City coming up here pretty quick on those fairs, and of course Texas County Fair, we have that, and the fairs are really awesome. They're fun. Like Texas County Fair, a lot of popcorn and
spinny rides.
Yeah. Carnivals in town during that time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. So we just kind of recommend getting out in the community. A lot of times PTCI, we're going to be there. I'll be there helping out with a lot of those events, cooking hamburgers and making popcorn. And
I'm sorry for whoever eats one of your hamburgers.
I'm a very good cook. What's that supposed to mean? They are awesome. We got a great team. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else events come our way, because we're getting more and more newer events.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about that in our last staff meeting just yesterday about adding some more events.
And the area is growing, and that's part of it too.
That is part of it. So just kind of stay tuned about what's going on in the community. Most likely we're going to be there either filming it or PR department and passing out goodies.
Yeah, definitely.
We got our big annual meeting that we're already thinking about, and it'll be coming up, and that's one of our big events for PR.
Yeah, and I don't think we got to do that last year.
The weather was pretty bad last year. Kind of what happened on that, if you're wondering, we were under a tornado, I believe it's tornado watch warning. I don't remember.
It was getting pretty nasty, and so
the weather was pretty bad. So I think they made a good call by calling it off, because I wouldn't want to take the chance with that many people in a facility. If a tornado did hit, it would have been horrible.
Yeah.
So on the safety side of things, we canceled it. Good decision. I think it's our position to keep people safe.
Yeah. I mean, everybody likes to go get free stuff at the annual meetings and all that, but it's not worth, somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, safety's a big deal, and I'm glad that they made the decision that they made. I was looking forward to the event, but I understand.
Yep.
And some of those hard decisions, they're hard to make because you got people that are going to be mad. But you got to think about safety, because there's going to be a lot of people there, and if something would happen,
then they're going to look at us and be like, why didn't you call it off?
It would have been bad. So they made the right decision. But I'm looking forward to this next one.
Oh, I am too. Hopefully the weather will be nice, and we won't have to worry about that again.
I bet it will. I bet it'll be good.
But we'll take you over here and show you some of the equipment the Victory Center uses. It's actually pretty nice setup, really.
It's a good setup. I've enjoyed it for the last, I think we've had this set up, could be wrong, don't quote me, maybe about 5-7 years, give take 3 or 4.
Yeah.
We've had it for a little bit, not too long though. We had an old video toaster is what it was called, and kind of upgraded to this one after a while. We have been broadcasting for quite some time, and we'll just kind of walk you through it. So check it out. Well, we got a few more clips that we want to show you about kind of what we do as the filming department, because we film a lot of activities: football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Oh wait, no, not hockey.
No,
not hockey, not yet. But we do film a lot of different school activities, parades,
all kinds of stuff in the area.
Weekly shows, monthly shows. You have what? OSU Extension.
I have Perryton today. Coffee Break, Rangers Coaches Show.
I have
OSU
Station
Extension.
1. You have a lot of shows. I have Station 1 and City Council, stuff like that. So we just want to show you a little bit of what we film here on Channel 2. We appreciate y'all watching Channel 2, and just this kind of be a
montage.
A montage? Yeah, that's a good word. A montage of what we film here at Channel 2, and probably a little bit of what we do as PR too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like parades and stuff. But check it out.
Okay, what we got? We're not doing the Denver drill. We're gonna play around here. Okay, we're gonna practice. Okay, we're gonna see what's not working for us, and then we're gonna see what does work for us. All right. Yeah. So this is your victim. You have one person on the outside that can help lift him out if you do get him that far. Okay. So again, this is your victim. So let's go at it and see what you can do. This is your window. Okay. This is your window right here. Up here, but you got a ways to go. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
You got the family down there screaming. You got the fire chief down there. Let's go. Let's go.
How do you want to get this? Let me get the leg. All right. Lift.
Well, we always appreciate the news tips. Did get that tip actually over the weekend. Yesterday, a listener already giving us heads up about a reported drowning out at Paladura Lake. If you missed that report earlier, it did claim the life of 53-year-old Pedro Espinoza Sandoval of Spearman. According to a press release by Sheriff Tim Glass there in Hansford County, the gentleman had been at Powder Lake with friends and was attempting to swim across Horse Creek when the incident occurred. So our thoughts and prayers are with that family
They
for
post
sure.
patterns, and then usually they'll print off extra patterns so you can take them with you and study. But you have to know that pattern when you go into the arena. You don't carry the pattern in with you. You keep it all in your head and
Yeah,
lock
I would
it
look
in
kind
there.
of silly on my Shetland pony with the big old cheat sheet in front of me. Got it. All right. Well, I'm gonna step over here next to the guys while you go ahead and just take it away.
Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna try a couple spins with the ground as hard as it is. We're gonna kind of see how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do 4 spins to the right, 4 spins to the left, and that's pretty typical. They're gonna have you do a certain number of spins to each way to show the flexibility of you and your horse in the pattern. Ooh. When you come into a small slow, you're going to kind of change your posture.
Constructed and made better, than what you would buy in the store.
A lot of times, yes.
My favorite is the silky part on the
She
inside.
has lined this jacket and done a very nice job with it. There are some certain skills and techniques that you have to know to be able to line a garment. So she's learning to do that. This is actually a wool garment. It was made out of wool fabrics, and this young lady recently did a presentation or in a competition at our state roundup where she talked about cotton. So she's learning about her fibers and what's appropriate for her pattern pieces. There's a lot more to sewing than just making something. It really does take some knowledge and it takes some skills, and this young lady's doing very, very well in learning those things through our 4-H. So those are our 3 top items that the judge selected for Best of Show here at our fair this year. So congratulations to well, they happen to be all young ladies.
They do. But we did have lots of gentlemen with items in, but these were the 3 that caught the judge's eye the best.
To a pastor's or religious-based dinner tonight and presentation, and these folks are here from North Carolina and Chicago, and I just wanted y'all to meet them. This is Melinda Litchfield from Chicago, and this is Adam Forcade from North Carolina. They're both with the based out of Washington, D.C. organization about stopping predatory gambling, and they're here to just help us find some facts out. And so I just wanted y'all to meet them and just know that they're here tonight and tomorrow, and at 5:30 tomorrow at Victory Center for anybody that's interested to ask questions, and they'll also avail themselves just as we do due diligence. So, and I also had a fun announcement that has nothing to do with this, but there will be a Thunder event October 2nd, and it's official. So look for more for that. That's coming up too. So something fun, so that
I was going to say, if any of you would like to talk with us privately by, email or by phone, she has our contact information. We'd be happy to do that as well. So,
Look forward to speaking with each of you.
Thank you so much.
And thanks
Thank
again,
you.
and thanks for your service.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Any other public comments or announcements?
I have two. There's going to be a town hall meeting with Congressman Lucas at the PTCI conference room on August 21st from 8 to 9 a.m. and that building's at 607 South Main. And that's open to the public, of course. And then the groundbreaking ceremony for...
Hi, it's Malin Johnson, Main Street Guyman Director. This September, we are filming our show in the Pioneer Hall, St. Stephen's Episcopal Church's auxiliary room. And our first guest today is OPSU football head coach Russell Gaskamp. So Gaskamp, you have homecoming on what day?
October the 10th. Our start time for the game will be at 1 p.m. We're playing Southwestern University, who we played last year, and we think that'll be a great game to come out and watch. And
need I ask who won?
We won by a lot last year, but they're a young program, just kind of trying to figure it out, and so I think they'll be more competitive this year. So.
Yeah, but you still plan to win by a lot.
We plan to win by a lot, yes.
Okay, that's my kind of attitude.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, since we're filming the show's in September, when are your September games? Do you know them?
Well, our first game is it's September 3rd. We're playing on a Thursday night at Angelo State University. They're part of the Lone Star Conference. They're the preseason ranked number 13 team in the nation and went a couple rounds deep in the playoffs last year. We play them on the road. We play Fort Lewis College the weekend after that. We had a great game here last year with Fort Lewis College. They were the only team that actually beat the
Monday morning quarterback here on KEYE, and with us sitting across from me here is athletic director, head football coach David Flowers. Good morning, Coach.
Morning. Morning.
How are you?
I think I'm okay.
Get that first phlegm out of your lungs. I know that at 6 o'clock in the morning. But you just got to coming back from being with some 8th graders and appear excited about them.
Right. Hey, got good looking group. Got about 60 something out there, and
that's a big class.
It is, and got some good sized boys in there, and they act like they like to hit too.
Well, good. Outstanding. And speaking of hitting, I thought that the Ranger defense at times looked real good. Coming off a 30-19 loss, what was your overall opinion of the ball game?
My wife, she don't usually say a whole lot, but she said when I got home, she's actually waiting up, and she said,
"Was that something new? Did you expect her to be up?"
No, I didn't.
Oh,
but,
okay.
On a road trip, she's usually back and snoring by then, or sleeping. She don't snore, but
she didn't mean that.
I know. She goes, well, how do you feel? You don't seem too upset. And I said, really, I'm not. I felt like we did a lot of good things. I felt like, that we grew up that first game. I thought, we were a lot of things we looked at that, there was a lot of kids that was their first Friday Night Lights. A lot of kids. I think maybe 4 on offense and 5 on defense was all we had that had been out there before on Friday nights. So basically, we're pretty young, and having to play like almost everybody went both ways.
Well, you just got done watching some of our content that we produce here on Channel 2. Kind of go back to the church services and kind of what I do here at Victory Center is right here's the TriCaster 40, and basically it's pretty easy. You got this section right here that's red, and that's what's live or what's hot. Basically is what terminology. So it's red, it's hot, it's on air. You got your green is your preview, so you can get your different cameras, preview it before you actually put it up. If you want to do a kind of a slow fade or something, you could just push auto and it does a fade between the two. Or if you just want to do a hard cut, you just push take and it'll just do a take to the next shot. We got different things right here. I know it looks like a lot of buttons, but mainly your buttons right here that you're going to use. We use 3 cameras. We used Net 1, which is the computer downstairs. And sometimes I'll use the virtual set right here. We'll have a shot of Pastor Charlie right here. And then right here we'll have the words to the scriptures and stuff like that. We'll use that. And then say I'll get that ready, and then I'll just do a take, and it'll go right over there. And then we're showing that live, and then we'll take that back. When it gets really complicated is you can kind of switch your signal, and this just kind of it's kind of my nerd in me, I guess. But you come over here, and you got to put this on FX, which it's already on there right now. And when it's on FX, this top row right here kind of gives you the ability to put things on. And the FX keys are right here. Basically, it's an overlay in the FX row. But when I split it, we're able to put different things on the projectors, so we can have different cameras, different than what's going live or what we're streaming. So like say they're doing a scripture and we're going to keep it on there a little bit longer, we'll just put it on Net 1, and then after a while we'll go to our cameras and we can switch between them and still have the scripture up on the projectors, and then we can come back to the camera. So it's just kind of, that does get a little complicated, but really pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. This bar right here is just simply a fade between the different cameras. You can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. It's just a slow fade. I can get into a lot more details, but I probably won't for your sake, because I know quite a bit about this program and I enjoy it, but it's just like everything you like, you want to know more about it. But especially if you're a church and you're watching, please just, you don't have to start off with something like this. Just with the video camera, get it, record it, send it to us, and we'd be more than happy to rebroadcast it for you. I know with my church, they'll stream and record it, and then they'll do a little bit of editing, and then they'll send it to us on FileZilla, and we'll get it there, and we rebroadcast it. And it's a easy way to kind of show your services.